Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. SykoYoda back here with another adventure in Minecraft, and today we are working on a new area. This is Waterbear's base here. As you can see, he's got a beacon set up, and he's digging a giant area out. There's more to it than that, and we will definitely investigate that more as time goes on. But I first figured we would get going on the important part, and that's making sure I have a dwelling. I'm going to go ahead and stay here for a while, which means I need to set up a house for me to be living in while I'm helping out Waterbear, working on his base here. And I've gotten everything over here that I'm going to need. Once I got over to this location, I went ahead and took a trip via portal back to spawn and grabbed a couple more things. And most important thing I want to focus on is these are the blocks I plan on using to create said dwelling here. So I'm going to wing it. I haven't gotten anything figured out exactly ahead of time. I do know that I want to do a few specific things for detail and whatnot, but hopefully we can figure out something that will look super cool. I want to use this stuff because I think it goes pretty well with it. It's not like super great, but it complements it pretty well, and it's such an ugly block it never gets used, so I want to find a way to use it. I think that we can do that pretty easily by using it kind of as an accent piece, and the concept for the house itself is to create something that I don't know, is like I guess just a modern style home more than anything else. I don't want to get too elaborate with it or anything like that. As you can see, I used for the flooring, I used actual wood logs. This is the dark oak, and I didn't pick up any more after leaving that area, which I probably should have. I also want to use that material to do the roof color in for sure. Now I want to make sure that when I do this, I'm using it so that it actually makes a difference. So I got to figure out, I guess, where I want to put my door. I think I want to put a window over here, or I could put a door on this level, and then, which that means I'm gonna have to move some of this stuff here. That's the center, right? Well, let's go ahead and just move that for the time beings. Alright. I always try to make sure I get one of these early on and carry a fire resistance potion with me. It's nice to have the other things for sure, but the fire resistance is the one that's going to ultimately, in my opinion, save your life. And that's a key thing right there, is having said life saved. You know, I think that'll work for what I want to do. So I basically, like, I did this in this color, and I want to have it offset, so you know we have these almost highlights in this color. So I don't want to overdo it. I just want to have some of it. So maybe something else, maybe on this wall here with some windows or something like that. Okay, and then we're gonna get a filler block in here as well, because I don't need to put anything in these corners. So let's go ahead and grab some dirt. I'm not get too elaborate with this. This is just something that I knew I wanted to do as far as utilizing these blocks that they kind of get forgotten, and so I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to make that happen. Let's see here. I want to go up one past that. Well, for now we can go that high, but I think I can go one lower with that. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so basic layout of it, not too big of a house, you know, again, just something simple. I can move my bed over to this location here, have a quote-unquote bedroom, and a little dividing of the area. So now we just need to figure out what we want for windows. Now I think I want to do some kind of a large display window out here. Yes, you would think that I wanted to put a display window out here and take a look at that, but quite frankly it's ugly right now. Eventually it'll look nice, and I can always come out the front door and see it. So we're just going to focus on the El Natural over here as far as, ooh, beautiful view type of thing, right? So maybe we do some sort of big picture window here. Like that, and like that is 3. That's a huge window. It'd be cool. Should we do it? I think we're gonna do it. Okay. So having the torches in your hand like that, you're seeing very quickly there's this issue that comes out of it. I don't know if I like it, quite honestly. It gets quite annoying from time to time, and I'm trying to use it because it's in the game, and even though I've been playing this game for a long time now, and I guess you could consider me an old school player because of that, you always feel like you want to accept the new things that are being implemented. I'm having a hard time with that one. The idea of being able to carry a torch in your offhand is great, but the mechanics of how it works, it seems to cause quite a bit of grief for me in simple ways, really. Do I want to double that up or just leave? I'm going to leave that like that, and we'll go ahead and fill the rest of this in with brick. So we're just having a square of this color. Don't want to overdo the color here. Yeah, that'll be nice. Big window to look out like that. That'll be nice. Yeah, this will work out well. I definitely need to put a couple more windows in here, but I'm just going to do some windows in that size right there. Maybe just like one here. If I split this, yeah, I can put 2 right there. That'll work. Like that. And I think that would be plenty of light as far as seeing it outside. Like so. Looks good to me. Alrighty, so we have the basic room layout. We got windows in place, got good visibility on our surroundings, not, you know, overdone, but quite a bit that you can still see. I did think about dropping this all the way to the ground so that we could actually get an even cooler view. The problem is then we won't have that wrap like that, which is kind of, you know, the accent of that color is kind of what we're hoping to keep. So see how we have it mirrored there, and then we have this one that's lower. So it's kind of well, we could push that one down as well and keep it and just put it on the bottom, which I'm okay with, and just have a really large window. This also would mean that it wouldn't be square anymore, which actually would help accent the other shapes too. So I just don't know. I don't know which one I feel better about. That one definitely have a better view with that. It'd be even better if the glass was not full of lines, but you know, for some reason they decided that that was what they needed to do. Ooh, actually, this will. I'm going to be doing this because we're going to take all of this out. Oops. Like so. And we'll put that back in. Add in some more grass like this, or not grass, but blocks like that there, and then I can just do the brick underneath it. So we go like that, and then it really looks like it's jetted out. I like that. That'll give a good definition and more stuff. Okay, so now we got to bring in the supports, which this one's going to be an issue. That's got to be on that, so we need to take this out here and here. Very long one on this one, but that's alright. Bring that. See, this is one of the problems right here. Stupid torch things, man. So I gotta single click now instead of just holding it as it worked before. Now I can get in the habit of taking this in and out of my thing, but that kind of just seems to defeat the purpose, doesn't it? So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it or not. I don't know if I like it. So we're going to do that on that side and do the same on this side. Then we have a lot of depth going on, specifically on this large accent side here because of that. So I'm getting some focus like I want for that. That's pretty cool. And then hopefully when I get the roof lines done, I'll actually have like multiple peaks and valleys and stuff. Really add some interest to this one. You know, this just goes to show you don't actually need a lot of space in this game. Like, people make some pretty elaborate builds. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great. Obviously, I've done quite a few of them myself. But to have a quote-unquote base or a house where all your stuff is at, you don't need much. You really, really, really don't need much. So, okay, so this is this roof line. So we're going to bring this up one more past that. Ooh, I hope I have enough. Like that. And then this will be even one more past that. So we just need to raise all... I do have enough, barely. Just need to raise all of these one up more. So, looks like I'm going to have to grow some trees real quick. I'm going to go grab some... Actually, I'll go ahead and use this as an opportunity to show you what's what out there, or in there. Let's go ahead and put torches like that. We'll do torches like that. And it's probably enough, but let's go ahead and put one above the door, I guess. Should be plenty. We'll check as we need to. So we'll head down here and take a look at this. Essentially, he's got a couple of levels or layers that he's going to be creating this in. As you can see, it's a circle. And he's hoping to set up everything that he needs within this build. If you remember from the last map that we did, he also did a fairly large dig at the end there. I think I showed it. It was basically an inverted pyramid. And this one is much larger as far as overall size, and so that one is dwarfed in comparison. I'm no stranger to digging holes. I mean, the alien orb was the best example for us, and we did that with majority with stone tools. This isn't the case for him. He's got a villager breeder up there, which he's trying desperately to get a mending book so he can mend some stuff. And then this is the center of it all. And as you can see, right in the center is a end portal, and that's going to be the center of his entire build there. I guess the easiest way to do it would be come down here and show. Right now he's just got the villagers dropping down in here, and he's been testing them, as you can see, quite a bit. He's got different villagers that do different things. I haven't messed with it at all. I am not one that does much with the villager stuff. At least I haven't yet. Okay, there's some bones, and because I know he's got 1,000 bazillion manillion of them, I'm not going to worry about taking these ones. Okay, and then if you go over here, this is the way to his skeleton farm, and it's just a standard skeleton spawner type situation that he's got set up with a drop. I don't know if he plans on keeping it because the thing, and I'll show you at the top, ends up having to go out to the surface, and it drops right here. And then this is one of the rings, and as you can see, there's grass in here. I'm curious as to why I'm hearing zombies everywhere. I hope he knows that that's a problem. Because he shouldn't be getting any zombie noises. I'm going to go back down real quick so I can show you another way up. I think that's finished on how it's going to look, so you can get an idea as to what the deal is. So he's got this flat spot at the bottom here. It's not a very big circle, but it's a big enough circle. And then he has this rise up here. It's all stairs. Goes up, 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 and then flattens out. And that's a ring that goes all the way around, which is going to be grass. Hello. Whoa. I did not see him at all. Okay. He's been flattened taking quite a bit of that out. And then, which is weird that he didn't start at the top, but I'm assuming he's doing this because he wants to get the resources from below first. I mean, it makes sense. I'm just not that clever. I always work from the top to the bottom when digging a hole. And then comes all the way out and starts around. So there'll be a flat thing right there that's grass, stairs all the way up, all the way around in a circle, and then a flat layer up here. And I don't know if he actually plans to expand this any or anything. He's kind of already worked this up and blended it in to make it look more natural. I'm assuming that's all he's intending on doing, unless he wants to add some stuff up here. But quite frankly, with how large this space is, he's not going to need any more space than he's already creating for himself, really. It's going to look cool on a map when it gets done, though. So, over there is the villager breeder, and that system is more or less temporary. It's just so he can get the villagers that he wants. But that right there, that column, that is the elevator and drop for the skeleton spawner. So, you know, he can make that out of glass, and he could keep it in here. I think that would work because they're in water. I mean, worst case scenario, he puts some covered blocks at the top to keep them from catching on fire so the drop still works. Or figure out another killing system altogether. All those skeleton horses are popped. But yeah, so he's already talked about wanting to change that up somehow. And then this area right here should probably be refined a bit, you know, brought back in and not so cliffy like. Also give you some more grass around this thing, just in case, more space, just in case he wants to build something into that. So that's why I'm over here helping him. I'm not, as far as building is concerned, that's his thing, but he's definitely going to need lots of help digging stuff out. I just basically told him I'm more than willing to help, providing that you provide the diamonds, or mending books. Well, he still has no mending books, so he's been providing diamonds to get it taken care of, but they go pretty quick. When you're taking out that big of a space, it doesn't take as long as you think for diamonds to disappear. And he had a stack and a half or almost 2 stacks of diamonds, and I don't know what he's down to. There is like an old, I don't think you can see it from here, it's right behind the villager. There's an old thing for beacon that has diamond blocks in it, so I know he has diamonds still. Yeah, it's one of those deals. Alright, so I'm gonna grow some trees and grab some of that, maybe get some pumpkins going as well, because I'm gonna use those for lighting, and then we'll be right back. Where are my seeds? There they are. If I use the same principles I did with the other house, we're going to lose that unless we make it. Basically, I could go like this level here to keep the thing, which means I'm going to probably need to raise this roof a little bit so I can keep the these showing here, and you can see that I want to keep this all the way around. If I had to put this in here, then this would go up and it would lose some of that effect just by having a couple of different blocks in place there. And this has got to come out to that point like so, which means we need to come out 2 more on this one as well. Okay, that's taken care of. We can do that on both sides, and then that'll be the first roof line. Now I want to pull this one in lower, so I'm going to essentially go like this with this one here, and then bring that out at that level. If that will work for us, and I hope it does, because I want to have that contrast in there. So this side is all one color. It's going to be showing up no problem. There isn't much in the way of things showing there, so it shouldn't be an issue as far as breaking up any existing lines or anything like that. And here and here. So we're going to have to cultivate this mountain a little bit more because I don't want the roof actually touching it. So for now, I'm just going to dig this away just like so. And actually, because of where this is in correlation to everything, I might be able to set up a way to essentially be able to bring my horse over here. Would be pretty cool. We could do that. Alright, so I got a basic roof on, and we can go outside and take a look at it in a sec, but I also figured out that I wanted to do some kind of a ceiling block color with the light scheme, using the pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns with a steel trap door over the top of it, iron trap door, and snow. But this means that if it works out correctly, I can come in here and put in a ceiling all the way through here. Like so, and then I can have like a loft type thing. And what I'm thinking is, in fact, I could probably even pull that out right there. Oh, but that's... Ooh. Do I want to leave that like that? I do. So I'll just leave that in there as such, as a dividing area. And then I was thinking that I can even place lights in this section. So if we come out, say like right there, and that's one off the wall. Right there, I could place in pumpkins and do the same thing in here. And then I won't need to worry about as much for having torches in here. And you know how much I hate torches. So I'm going to do, I think, something like that, which means I need to gather some more snow up real quick to finish this off. I think that'll work. I think that should be plenty of lighting with these torches here. I don't think that we're going to have an issue. I also added in a way out through the back because of the front being so small. Got an infinite water source there, and then a way up. We'll go ahead and just make a pathway over to where my area for getting things is at. And then I lowered this down one because I wanted it to be closer to the ground. If that can be seen from the inside, I'm going to keep it. If not, I think I'm going to make it that color. And then if we come up here, you can see that this is offset. And the reason for me moving that down one was because of the other roof. It was sitting right on top of each other. But see how we don't have like a symmetrical thing going on here? It's a little bit non-symmetrical. And that's very much a modern feel, you know, in house design these days. And then from the other side, it's basically cut and dry, sitting still. But now that we're going to add a loft in, I think I might add some windows on the sides of the roof as well. I had to put those torches there because I have a spot up above there that stuff can spawn. I can put some carpet up there, some snow up there, or something like that to keep them from spawning. I think even trapdoors will work, or not trapdoors, pressure plates will work, I want to say. So I might do that, throw some pressure plates up there. I wish that we could do pressure plates in all the wood colors. That would be nice, but it's just not a possibility at the moment. So I'm gonna leave those torches there for the mow. I don't know if they're gonna stay there. And then these torches hopefully will go away by just making some bushes and stuff. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Now we got to figure out the center of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be the center right there. And we'll break in and verify that. That is correct. Now I can put some windows right here. Now the easiest way to do that is, okay, first we got to figure out what level we're going to be at. And I think I'm going to put a half slab, whatchamacallit, a half slab floor here. So essentially I want to be up, that's a half slab, probably right there will be the place for the window. And then we want to be able to actually see said window as being a treatment of everything here. So the window's going to break out there. We're going to have to push that out one. So we'll take these out right here and go like this. Nope, that's not going to work. That has to stay that color. Okay, and then we're going to try to use these guys to bring that color in more. So we'll bring that window in like so. And that should be all we need to do, really. I don't see the point in going too high with it. Although it looks kind of weird as a 1 high. So I think we will do 2 high with it. And then we just got to come in here and take out things around it and make sure we can blend everything in. We're going to go ahead and start with the half slabs. We'll bring the half slab right there. So that will be that. That means we can put this guy back. No, we need a full block there now. Okay. Like that. That should do the trick on that. And then we'll just bring the roof line up just like normal. That needs to come out one. And just work our way up just like we did with everything else. Just a few touches left here that I wanted to finish up. I'm gonna go ahead and close this episode out here. The house is pretty much done. A couple of things you need to be aware of is we turned off fire spread, which is going to be more relevant and explain something here in a second. But I wanted to put a bench seat there. I thought that would look cool like that. Essentially, because I'm doing the half slabs, I can get away with doing that. I think that'll be a good representation. I might have been better to do a different color, but this is the sleeping situation in the loft area. I also brought this up one more, and I wanted to do a couple more things here. I want to add a picture above the fireplace. No, just a standard single picture. Come on. Thank you. And that will never catch on fire because of fire spread being off. We lost too many buildings. We just decided to go ahead and do it. I got my furnaces down there by the fireplace. Got a seating area. I got a bench over here. Underneath it is a chest that has all the stuff for the brewing stand. Let's see here. I got a nice big couch right here to look out the big window, picture frame window, and bringing this up allowed me to see more of it from up there, which was the main reason I did it. Something else I wanted to do, which I've seen people do quite a bit, is this, and then I think it's half slabs that they use. Let's see if I got any. Hoi. Let's go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3 of those See if that'll work for us. Throw those on there. And it looks like little holders. And because of the color schemes that we're using here, they really work well. Typically when I see these, they're using them on stone and it doesn't quite work. But this being similar in tone and color, I think it complements it very, very well. Okay, I got 2 more of those that I can add somewhere else. I don't quite know where I'm going to put them in. Maybe I'll just use for these torches here. And we can lower them down even. We don't need to have them as high as they were. Like that. Oops, I think I need to put the torches first. Yep. And then I'm going to do some stuff on the outside of this, but I will do that off camera for the next episode. Some basic landscaping, and I want to get a trail set up and all that. But more importantly, we're going to hopefully talk to Water Bear and hang out with him a little bit, talk about what his plans are for the hole there, and work on that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And I hope to see you here in another adventure in Minecraft where we continue to create and explore and talk about life and things and stuff. We'll see you next time.